Everybody, welcome to the Danny Buys Houses podcast. I'm your host, Danny Johnson, coming to you from San Antonio, Texas. Today's episode, I'm going to be pulling back the curtain on who we are here at Danny Buys Houses, and we're going to talk about our history, our mission, and why selling your house as is fast to us might be the lifeline that you need. Plus, I'm going to answer some listener questions and show you how to get started. All right, so who is Danny Buys Houses? Well, that's me and my team. I'm Danny Johnson, longtime resident of San Antonio, who's been in the real estate game for wow, it's been 20 years now. So back in 2003, I started this company as a way to start investing in real estate for long-term financial reasons. You know, I wanted to be able to start my own business and be there for my kids and not miss a thing, you know, be at every sporting event and all that kind of things and be able to have the time to do what I wanted to do and not be stuck at a job. And so that's why I got into the real estate business and actually bought my first house as a fixer-upper to live in and remodeled that house while I was living in it and learned the ropes that way. And that was way back in 2003. Since then, we've grown Danny Buys Houses and have done well over six, seven, maybe even 800 houses so far since then here in San Antonio and surrounding areas like Seguin, New Braunfels, and things like that. So we're basically a local we buy houses type company, not some big out of town outfit or big corporation or anything like that. We live here, we work here, and we care about our community and really do care about the homeowners that we help move through situations that are just difficult and involve real estate, involve a house that needs a lot of repairs. If you got tenants that you had to kick out and they really destroyed the house, I've been there so many times myself where, it's just like, wow, I only made maybe 2 months of rent and then had to evict, and that took months. And when I got the house back, I had to fix it up and spend $10,000. It's not fun, and I get that sometimes, but we take care of situations like that for people in San Antonio and surrounding areas. So our mission is simple but powerful, helping San Antonio homeowners get to a better place in life and supporting them through the process. Now, that's not just a slogan, it's what drives us every single day as we get up and look at houses and make offers and get them fixed up and put on the market and sold or rented and things like that. So maybe you've inherited a house that you don't want. Maybe foreclosure's knocking at your door, or you're tired of dealing with tenants who trash the place. Whatever the reason, we're here to take that burden off your shoulders. Now, we buy houses for cash, fast, and as is. So no repairs, no waiting, just a fair deal so that you can move on. Just back into the history part of it, let me take you back to what got me even interested in the real estate thing as being a part of it is my father showed me how to properly determine repair costs on houses that need lots of repairs because he had been a contractor himself for years when I was a kid and actually helped him with a lot of demo on houses as they were being fixed up as a kid on a lot of the projects that he did for his mentor in real estate investing. And so when I saw him start real estate investing himself and buying houses that needed work and fixing them up, it got me hooked and I began looking for that first project. So like I said, that first one was a HUD home that I purchased that needed a ton of repairs. And HUD stands for Housing and Urban Development. They actually sell HUD foreclosures and FHA foreclosures, and you can actually, buy those houses that need work. But the house was livable, so I lived in it while I fixed it up, and I enjoyed it so much I began looking for another house to buy as is, and that got me started in marketing directly to homeowners to see if they wanted to sell their house for cash, and the ball really started rolling. So I was flipping houses and talking to the homeowners, and I kept hearing the same thing. Everybody was basically saying things like, Danny, I just want this house gone. I don't have time or the money to fix it up. And they were stressed, going through divorces, dealing with tax bills, you name it. And I thought, this is really helping a lot of the people that just need a quick way to do this, and it's providing that solution. So I had a software background. It's actually what I went to college for. And so I built and maintain our website at dannybuyshouses.com. And so I'm pretty sure I first set that website up back in 2008. There was one before it in 2005, but we don't need to get into all of that. I start to geek out about that stuff. But Danny Buys Houses is actually built that website myself. If you've not visited, please check it out. Let me know what you think. We've helped hundreds of homeowners since then. Like I've talked about, we bought houses with busted roofs, fire damage, even houses packed with stuff from the floor to the ceiling. Every single time, we aim to leave people smiling and glad that they found us. Uh, and you might be wondering, so what sets you apart from all the other people that buy houses? And I really feel like what sets us apart is that we're real. I've been doing this for 2 decades and we built a reputation that you can trust. You can check out our A+ accredited rating with the Better Business Bureau that we've had since 2015, since we started doing that with them. And we're not here to waste your time. We give a fair cash offers based on what your house is worth, as is, exactly the way it is. You don't have to, make any repairs to sell the house to us. We close fast, sometimes in a week even, because we know life doesn't wait. So the benefits, why sell to us? First, their speed. Traditional sales drag on. I think the average right now in San Antonio is something like 125 days. With us, you're done in days, and whenever you're ready, we can get it closed. All right. So if you need to be done and have this thing closed within 5 days, we can shoot for that and get that done most of the time. If you need a little bit more time, you say you need a month or something, we also can just schedule the closing for that time. Now, sometimes you might have a house that you want to sell or need to sell even, but you need the money to move. You don't have the cash to be able to move and go on to the next place that you're going to be transitioning to. And in those cases, we offer what's called a lease back. So we can close on it and then you can still live there for a couple weeks or whatever we determine you need. And then you have that time and you have some of the proceeds from the sale to be able to make that transition. So if that's stopping you, don't let it. We're here to help. All right. Let's see. So if the second benefit of selling to us is that no repairs, obviously. If you've got foundation problems, which is super common in San Antonio, it's almost like what we should be asking people is, do you not have foundation problems? Because that'd be the weird one if somebody's not having foundation problems. So owed taxes maybe eating at you, all that stuff we can handle, we can help you. Certainty is the next one. So there's no buyer loans that you risk having fall apart. So, the worst thing is having a situation where you need to move quickly. You agree to sell it to somebody, and then a week later, 2 weeks later, you're already moved out, and then they're telling you, hey, we're not going to close on it. We can't buy it because we weren't able to. You just don't need that in your life because then you're back to square one and you're already moved on and thought it was done. And then here you are finding out that no, it was not done. And you have to start all over again. So if you don't want that, contact us at Danny Buys Houses. We've got the track record. We'll get that house closed. Fourth, you save big. No agent fees. You're not going to pay thousands of dollars in commissions to a real estate agent. No closing cost. We pay typical closing costs. We cover all that stuff, and there's no fee or cost for our service, right? Fifth one is it's easy. You don't have to clean up anything. You don't have to stage a house. You don't have to fix anything. You can literally just take what you want out of the house, leave everything else behind, and walk away, right? We'll take care of all that stuff. So I want to give you an example. A few years ago, a guy named Robert reached out. He inherited his mom's house. It was old, it was falling apart, and it was full of stuff. Now, he lived in Dallas and couldn't deal with it because it was just, with work and his family and everything. He said, Danny, I just need this gone. And so we decided to go check it out. We gave him a fair cash offer, closed it in 10 days, and he didn't have to lift a finger. The closing was done remotely for him out there in Dallas, so he didn't even have to come to San Antonio to deal with it. And that's basically like what we do, real estate solutions that work depending on your situation. All right. We've seen plenty of situations having done so many hundreds of deals. So now in the episode is when I like to transition into doing the listener questions. So first up, Danny, how do you figure out the offer? I'm facing foreclosure and I need to know it's a fair offer. This is from someone named Sarah here in San Antonio. That's a great question, Sarah. We look at your house's value and its condition. We don't need the house perfect. We bought a place with major damage. But we're basically looking at what's the cost to fix up, what could we sell it for, and then our bit of profit on top of that so that we can determine the offer. And, really there's no cost to you to get an offer from us. So I could tell you, specific formulas, but those depend on what we're going to do with the house, if we're going to rent it, sell it, all those things. But rather than just confuse you with all that stuff, if you just want to fill out the form on DannyBuysHouses.com or give us a call, let us know about the exact property. We can take a look at it and we can make you an offer. There's no cost to do it. Literally walking through the house and looking at what it needs and determining the offer most of the time only takes like about 30 minutes. Right. So there's no cost or obligation to accept our offer. You can have it and if you're not ready to sell or you say, I want to think on it, you can do that. Take your time and get back to us. So that's what I advise. If you're interested in doing that, just get in touch with us. All right. Hopefully that helps, Sarah. And here's another one. I've got bad tenants who wrecked my rental. Can you still buy it? Hey, Miguel, from New Braunfels. Yeah, absolutely. We've seen all those trash houses, eviction leftovers. You don't got to fix the thing. We'll take care of it and buy it as is. And let's see, what if I have one with tenants still? That's another situation we could talk about. We just need to know the exact situation. We have bought houses with tenants before, so it's definitely something that we can do. You'll just have to get in touch with us though, Miguel, and we'll get into that. Last one, what's the catch? Why no fees? Yeah, I get it. Linda from Bernie. There's no catch really. We're real estate investors. We make money by fixing up the houses and selling them later. That lets us skip fees and commissions because we're going to make a profit on reselling the house. So you don't pay anything, to fix up the house or to even sell the house. You're just basically getting an offer for the house in its current condition. And we have contractors that we can have the work done at a lower rate than you might as a homeowner because we keep them busy and they're willing to give us discounted rates to get the houses fixed up so we can build in a lot of our profit that way. Now, obviously, we're not paying, top of market price as a fixed up house for your house. We've got to have some room in it to be able to make that profit. So if the house is in great shape and you're not in a hurry, listing through an agent could be your best bet to get the highest dollar for your property. So just keep that in mind. All right. Anybody else listening have more questions? You can hit me up. I'm here to help and glad to answer those on a future episode. And if you're interested in getting started, you want to get an offer for your house in San Antonio, head over to DannyBuysHouses.com. It's right there on the homepage. You're going to see our fast cash offer form. Fill it out. Takes like 2 minutes. And tell us about your house, where it is, what shape it's in. And be honest. We've seen worse than you think. Trust me. And just submit it. Don't second guess it. You got nothing to lose. We don't charge anything. We'll call you pretty quickly and set up an appointment to go see the house and make you the cash offer. So that's basically really it, and then you can decide whether you want to accept that and we'll sign a purchase agreement. And if not, then no harm, no foul, no problem. All right. So I know selling a house can feel heavy. It can be daunting. And, whatever the situation is, a lot of times, there's some hesitation in contacting someone, a cash home buyer like Danny Buys Houses, because, a lot of times, people can be a little bit embarrassed about the situation. And I just want to urge you to not be, because really it's about, taking care of yourself and your family and moving through that situation by making smart decisions. And, getting a cash offer from us doesn't cost you anything. And it's taking action towards resolving whatever situation that you're facing. And I'm not trying to minimize anybody's situation. I know it stinks. I've been through tough situations myself. It's never fun, but we all have to get through them and we have to push and really work through it. So if you'd like to get a cash offer from us, feel free to give us a call or visit DannyBuysHouses.com. And that's it. Really, that's all I got for today, friends. Thanks for listening. If this helps, share it with somebody who's maybe stuck with a house they don't want or need, or a situation they don't want or need and want to get through. And the next episode, we're going to dig into how to spot a legitimate cash buyer, right? So if you're saying, how do I know I'm getting, postcards and letters from different people about buying my house. How do I know who's legit and who's going to be able to actually close and do what they say they're going to do. Alrighty. This is Danny Johnson from Danny Buys Houses saying take care and catch you next time.